We have some good news to share with you this sunny afternoon. A judge in the UK has ruled that the Home Office acted unlawfully by not giving immigrants who applied to extend their stay in the UK 3C leave confirmation document. If you're watching us today, if you know anyone who resides in the UK who is currently in the process of renewing their work permit, make sure you share this video with them, because the story that we're sharing with you today is something that they will benefit from. As I speak to you today, the Home Office has lost a case in the High Court, which the judge found very, very unhappy with the Home Office conduct. My name is Francis. I am joining you from the Lunch Club base in the UK. On this channel, we share content about migration, and we talk about the things that affect the immigrants in the UK and those in diaspora on a day-to-day basis. The story that we're about to share with you is very, very important. And I'm sure there are people in similar situation like this lady who will learn from today's experience. The lady in question came from Ghana. She came from Ghana in 2000. She moved to the UK on a carer's visa. She has two children. The children are in their 11 and 17. When it came to the time for the lady to renew her work permit in the UK, the Home Office did not give her what is known as 3C leave. For those who are currently renewing their paper, this information is very important. What is 3C leave? 3C leave is a document which the Home Office will give you when you renew to extend your stay in the UK. That document allows you to continue to work whilst the Home Office is determining your application. In the case of a lot of immigrants who apply to extend their papers, the Home Office did not give them 3C leave, which means that some of them, they couldn't work because their employer asked them to show proof that they have the right to remain in the UK, and they didn't have it because they didn't have this document. I am sure there is somebody who you know or somebody who is watching this video today who may be in similar situation, who is not aware of their right. The Immigration Act of 1971, the PERP makes it very clear that the Home Office have a duty to give someone who renew to extend their stay in the UK, who's going through the immigration process, the Home Office have a duty to give them the 3C document, which allows them to continue to live in the UK and access services pending the outcome of their application. For those who is watching us from outside the UK who may be wondering, what is the Home Office? What is Francis talking about? The Home Office is the government agency that is responsible for immigration in the UK. So these people, as I said before, they applied to extend their stay in the UK, and they were not given the 3C document, which is a document that the Home Office gives. A lot of them, they couldn't prove their employment. And I have the case of a Ghanaian lady here who's very, very depressing. I'm going to read to you the statement. This is not my word. This is the statement of Justice Kavanagh. Justice Kavanagh said, and I quote, "The evidence clearly establishes that a substantial number of those on Section 3C leave suffer real hardship through being unable to prove immediate document proof of their immigration status and attendant right." He found that the failure to provide digital proof of status to those on 3C was unlawful. The underlying purpose of the legislation framework is that there should be a hostile an unwelcoming environment for those who are unlawfully present and so who are undocumented. The corollary of this is that those who are lawfully here should not face hostile environment. This can only happen if they are documented, he said. The judge urged the Home Secretary to take straightforward steps to avoid hardship for a substantial number of people. If you are in the UK now and you are a carer or you are a nurse or you recently arrived in the UK on the carer's visa, this information that I'm about to share is extremely important. You must join union. If you do not join union, you have a problem. There will be no one to fight for you. The Ghanaian lady who won this case was supported by an organization called Ramphel Charity. I'm going to leave the charity's contact details in the description section. If you know anyone who is going through immigration process, who is having trouble, they can contact Ramphel Charity for support. This charity will only support you if you have been unlawfully denied the right benefit or you've been denied access to work and you have the right document. They will be able to support you. The Ghanaian lady in question said, "What I went through while waiting for my visa to be extended by the Home Office was really stressful." She said, "I was unable to prove that I had the right to work, so was suspended from my employment as a healthcare assistant worker twice without any notice. I have 2 children and have to budget very carefully, so we suffered real hardship when my wage suddenly stopped. I had to borrow money and visit a food bank just to get by. It was humiliating and scary as I did not have any way to prove to my employer that I am still had the right, correct immigration status and the right to work." Listen, if you know anyone who resides in the UK, please kindly share this video to them. This is a very, very important because a lot of people from our community who are going to the immigration process, they are not aware of their right. When you renew your document in the UK, the Home Office by law must give you what is called 3C leave confirmation document. It's a piece of paper that says that your application is currently being considered, that pending the outcome of the application, you are entitled to work in the UK and you are entitled to access services like health and education for your children. The people that we are talking about today, these are not the people that came by boat. These are people that came to the UK legally to work with some of the most vulnerable people in our society. These people, they deserve to be treated as human beings. These people, they came here legally to come and work with the elderly, disabled, the most vulnerable people in our society. The information that we have from the solicitor and Ramphel said, and I quote, I'm going to quote Nick Bales from the head of campaign at Ramphel. He said, "Time and time again, the government hostile environment traps and target people with every right to be in the UK. They assured us that they have learned from the Windrush scandal, but these words were clearly hollow. People on 3C leave have their lives disrupted for years because they have not been able to prove their immigration status." Janet Farrer, a partner at Bahad Murphy Solicitor, that is the company, that is the legal firm that represented these people. He said, and I quote, "This is significant victory for my client and all those who through no fault of their own and those who through no fault of their own are left undocumented in an environment which demands proof of immigration status in order to access work, housing, healthcare, or hold a driving license or bank account." Folks, this, as you heard from Ramphel and the solicitor that represented this Ghanaian lady, they are saying that this is part of the government hostile environment to make it difficult for immigrants in the UK, to make the environment difficult so that immigrants will have no place to stay in the UK. This is extremely serious words from this. I want to know what your comment is. Leave your comment in the comment section. Do you think that this is part of the hostile environment, which what they are saying that this mirror the experience of the Windrush generation, people that came to help the UK when the UK was on the nail? They couldn't access services. A lot of them, some of them died, some of them were deported. I want to know what your views are. If you know anyone that you think will benefit from this ruling, please kindly share this video with them. You can support this channel by giving this video a like so that more people will see them. We want to make sure that people in our community, they get the information that will help them, because we are going through a period now where the environment is quite tough for a lot of people. I was speaking with someone yesterday. Someone called me and I heard their experience. I almost cried. The environment right now is very tough, especially for the new arrivals. Share this video with anyone that you know will benefit. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Leave your comment in the comment section. I want to know what your views are. I have left the contact of Ramphel, the charity that supported this lady, and their email in their link to their website in the description section, so that you can see and contact them if you have any troubles with immigration. I want to repeat what I said before. If you live in the UK and you recently arrived in the UK, you work in the care sector, you must join union. UNICEF or any other union. You need them, because you will need their support. When the going gets tough, you go through some tough time, you will need to have people that can give you advice. It is very, very important, my brothers and sisters, especially the new arrivals. You need to join union. It's absolutely important. If you know anyone that lives in the UK right now, please kindly share this video with them and tell them to go and join union, because when something happens, you need people that know more than you, people that are expert when it comes to labor law, for them to advocate for you. So this Ghanaian lady, as I said before, she said she had to rely on food bank. Do you think it's fair for someone who came to the UK legally to work with some of the most vulnerable people in our society to have to be have to get to the point where they have to rely on food bank? The lady said she was dehumanized, and she find the experience quite dehumiliating, that the fact that she had to rely on food bank, and she has a job. Her employer, on 2 occasions, they asked her to prove that she had the right to work in the UK. She couldn't have it because the Home Office did not give her the document. Do you know anyone who is affected by this? Let me know what your views are. I want to know what your views are. I want to know what your views are. This is very, very important. A lot of people have been infected, especially the new arrivals. People did not even know their rights. They just moved to the UK. They are struggling. A lot of them were promised job. They cannot get the job. These are people that came to the UK legally to work with the most vulnerable people in our society, and they are being treated like this. Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's these people's fault? Leave your comment in the comment section. I want to know what your views are. Do you think the judge is right in what the judge said? Do you think the solicitor that represented these people, by describing these people's experience as similar to the experiences of the Windrush generation? Let me know what your views are. If you have any immigration story that you want to share with myself and our team, you can contact us on 075 488 04402. I'm repeating the number for you: 075 488 04402. Please do not call our number. Send us a WhatsApp message. Someone from the team will get back to you. It is very, very important. Someone from the team will get back to you. If you know anyone, to answer your question, Lizzie Love, it was a human rights charity that is advocating for immigrants that took this case to court, And we are grateful that the Ramphel charity, we have charities like this in the UK. At the time when the environment is hostile to immigrants, there are people of conscience who are ready to take up the responsibility to advocate for some of the most vulnerable people in our society. Some of these people came to the UK, they were exploited by unscrupulous agents who promised them that they are going to give them a job. They came to the UK, there is no job for them, they cannot claim benefit. We are not talking about people that came by boat. These are people that were given work permits from British Embassy abroad. They came into the UK. There is no job for them. They are being exploited. Some people sold everything they had to come to the UK, and this is what they have met in the UK. If you know anyone that will benefit from this story this afternoon, please kindly share this video with them, and don't forget to encourage any immigrant that you know work in health and social care, especially the new arrivals, to join union. If they don't join union, they have trouble. There will be no one who is an expert in labor law who can advocate for them. Please share this video. You can support this channel by giving this video a like, subscribing to this channel, leave your comment in the comment section. Do you think this is part of the hostile environment, or do you think it's this immigrant fault? Let me know what your views are. I thank you so much for joining us today. Continue to support us. Continue to share our videos. God bless you. I will see you soon.